Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, a game which takes place after the fall of the Jedi. I have been wanting to play this game for quite some time now, and I finally got my hands on it. Let's get right into it. After loading into the game, I followed our friend here and learned some of the mechanics until we finally reached the vantage point. Wow, these graphics are clean. After sliding down a metal slope and having this clanker call me trash, God, I wish I could just force push him off this ledge. I ended up finishing the tutorial after dying a couple times. But we don't talk about that, we live and we learn. After doing some more sliding and parkour, I finally get to a rope, but I just had to appreciate the graphics yet again. After climbing the rope, I tiptoe on a pipe until I see a gargantuan monster. Bro, I better not be facing that anytime soon. Not gonna lie, the parkour system in this game low-key reminds me of Assassin's Creed, which is pretty cool. After reuniting with our buddy Craig, or Crag, shit, I don't know, to be honest, I'ma just call him Craig. Craig found the Jedi fighter ship, which he said would take a kidney to repair. God damn! But then shit hit the fan when one of these ship cutters came and sliced off a section of the ship, and unfortunately they were on the wrong section. We start tripping and falling until we start sliding on this makeshift metal slide. Once we reach the end of the slide and fall to what looks like death, we're saved by these wires, but Craig ain't as lucky as us, cause his big ass can't pull himself up, so he starts to slip and ends up falling. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. Let's get into some force action. Craig ain't dying on my watch, so I clutch up by using the force to save his ass, but I don't think I did it right cause it still looked like that fall broke a rib. I then finally push this metal jackass off and then take us to safety, only suffering minimal damage. We're on a train going back home and Craig is grateful for what I did, but then I tell him to not sweat it cause he's my homie and that's just what homies do. I then fall asleep, then randomly woke up to see Craig missing. I get up trying to look for him in the other wagons and finally find him, so I proceed to follow him until I randomly enter what looks like the inside of a cruiser, which at this point I realize this is definitely a dream, and randomly find this dude. You should always put your trust into the Force. Who the fuck are you? I wake up and realize that dude was my old master, and for some reason the train stopped. Craig says there might be some repairs going on. Yeah, I don't think that's a repair team, man. They line us up outside, suspecting one of us is the Jedi. Little do they know it's me. The Inquisitor says if the Jedi doesn't reveal themselves, they're gonna kill every single one of us. Craig steps forward giving a whole speech about how he worked for a long ass time and says the Empire sees the workers being expended.
Wait. What?
No! No, bro. Craig, man. Craig ain't dying on my watch. I'll avenge you, Craig. I'll avenge you. You'll pay for this! Come on, man. We proceed to get our shit rocked, then we're dropped onto a moving train. We land in the train, breaking a rib or two, and somehow avoid being detected by these knobheads. I try and tell these dudes I ain't a bad guy. Ooh la la, don't mind if I do.
Sing!
Just take a look at these finishers, man. Woo, so clean, bro. I finally realized Cal's force ability is to slow things down tremendously. Wait, who's Cal? It's the protagonist's name. This part's too long, so I'm gonna have to hit y'all with a quick little montage. Let's get it. We get on top of the train until suddenly an Imperial ship came in and bombed the train, thus making it crumble. We start sliding down until we see the ship from earlier and a lady comes out telling us to jump, which we did. Cal ain't a calisthenic gigachad yet, so he can't pull himself up, and the other lady reaching for a ghost, so we end up free falling. As Cal is scoping out the area trying to find a landing spot, god damn, that shit definitely hurt. But it's okay since he got that MC Jedi plot armor durability, you know. We stick the landing but see an Imperial fighter ship landing, and it turns out to be the same Inquisitor who killed Craig, the second sister. We start dueling, but she quickly showed me why she's an Inquisitor and started piecing me up because my parry timing was dog shit. My health bar was now hanging by a thread, so I started playing more defensively until she put me in a position where I had to abuse the mouse like a bedhorse sweat. Thankfully, reinforcements arrived and blasted her away from me. The lady from the ship urged us to get in. Close the door now. Lady, what are you doing? Close the door. Oh my god, you're missing your shots too. Stop wasting time and close the door. As the Inquisitor is doing some Bollywood bullcrap, the door finally closes and we're finally in the clear. Never mind, I lied. Hold up, how did she even get on the ship? There was literally nothing for her to grab after the door closed. Unless she force farted.
Shut your fucking mouth!
We finally shake her off and Captain Harry Dumpling takes us into hyperspace. We get introduced to the people who aided us, but I already forgot their names, so I'm gonna call her Lady and him HD, short for Harry Dumpling. Lady tells us that she gave up being a Jedi long time ago. Gave up? The fuck you mean gave up? If I had force powers, I would be geeked out of my mind talking about some gave up. Yeah, you gave up being a Jedi just to shoot your blaster like you have Parkinson's disease. Lady tells us about her plan to find other force-sensitive beings to aid them into restoring the Jedi Council. While he's alive? Yeah, not a chance. We agree to help her cause, then we go to the back and catch some sleep. Captain HD woke us up, then we found a banjo and I was producing straight heat. We finally arrive at our first location, Planet Bogano, a beautiful place home to a shit ton of insects and the cutest droid ever named BD1. This dude literally pulled up on a monster quadruple his size. He's like that. Man, I love this droid so much, man. He's too cute.
So cute!
After fixing up BD1, our task is to get to that vault because we're told that someone's waiting for us, so we continue on our mission. I assassinate this hellspawn and see an abomination of a frog hopping around, so I'll leave him as the main dish after I finish off these starters. After taking care of the starters, I get ready to face off the frog, and let's just say it didn't go too well, because my dumbass forgot that you can parry in this game, so I finally turned my brain on and pieced it up. I learned how to wall run through a flashback and use it to get out of this cave. I finally reach the vault and find an encrypted hologram message from a Jedi from God knows how long ago. He then gave me info on another planet where I can find a list of force-sensitive beings. He also told me that BD1 is a certain someone I had to meet, which is pretty nice since Cal doesn't have to be so lonely anymore because we got a little droid companion. We come back to the ship and tell Lady what we know, and then we set off to the next planet in search for that list.